In Matthew 22:39, Jesus commands us, love your neighbor as yourself. Why then do we see so much anti-Semitism among Christians? If one researches the history of anti-Semitism within the Catholic Church, there is a very dark history. Jews have often been persecuted by Catholics because Jews of the present age have been held responsible for crucifying Christ. While it is true that those who professed and practiced Judaism killed Jesus, this explanation is quite oversimplified. A person of any faith tradition is capable of committing an atrocity, so it is unfair for the Jews of today to be accused or persecuted for the decisions and or actions of those who crucified Christ 2,000 years ago. Nostra Aetate, the Latin title for the Declaration on the Relation of the Church to Non-Christian Religions from the Second Vatican Council, says this about our Jewish brethren. The Church, therefore, cannot forget that she received the revelation of the Old Testament through the people with whom God, in his inexpressible mercy, concluded the ancient covenant. The great Saint John Paul II also once said, Jews are our elder brothers in the faith. So I ask, if Jesus says, this is my commandment, that you love one another as I have loved you in John 15:12, then why do we see so many who profess a belief in Jesus Christ express their disdain and sometimes even hatred for the Jewish people? Why has it become acceptable for societies with majority Christian populations to call for the harm or even murder of our Jewish brethren? I will conclude by sharing a story of a Catholic priest who saved the lives of Jews during World War II. Monsignor Hugh O'Flaherty was in Rome, Italy in 1943. At the time, Rome was full of Nazi SS and Italians who were willing to sell out locations of Jews in the city. Monsignor O'Flaherty, an Irish priest living at the Vatican along with a few of his compatriots, started an effort to protect Italian Jews and those who were trying to win back their country. So they secured hundreds of safe houses around the city. Some of the people Monsignor O'Flaherty helped were captured and tortured, which resulted in Monsignor's efforts being exposed. Herbert Kappler, an SS man in charge of security services in Rome, then became aware of Monsignor and his works. Herbert wanted to kill Monsignor O'Flaherty, saying, I'd go as far as to say that he is one of the most dangerous and troublesome men in the whole of Rome. Kappler was not a man to be messed with. After partisans killed 30 German soldiers in Rome, Kappler gathered 335 men and boys, brought them to the Adriatine caves on the outskirts of Rome, and murdered them all. Monsignor O'Flaherty, however, continued his activities, once even having one of his safe houses in an apartment that was facing the Gestapo headquarters. When his compatriots expressed their concern, he said, "That's the beauty of it, my boy. They'll never look under their noses." The plan to kill Monsignor O'Flaherty was unsuccessful, and in the end, Monsignor O'Flaherty and his compatriots helped save 6,500 lives, many of those Jews. Following the war, Monsignor O'Flaherty assisted Allied prisoners of war to get home and helped others find their missing sons. He also assisted Jews with resettling in the Holy Land. Monsignor O'Flaherty retired and was laid to rest in his home country of Ireland. If you are a person professing the Christian faith, then I hope you will join me in doing what we can to speak out and stand up against the darkness of anti-Semitism wherever and whenever we see it. I hope you have a wonderful morning, day, or night wherever you are in the world, and God bless you. Bye-bye.